Hey guys, this is Nico from ShoesNReviews, youtube.com/ShoesNReviews, and I'm here today to show you these guys right here, the Nike K5 DMV. This will be a performance review, and this will be my first of many to be uploaded. And I'm just gonna start right here. So the fit of the shoe, to me, fit is the most important. And I'll start with the things that are most important. So for me, fit is number one. So of course that's why I'm doing it first. That's usually first for many. So the fit of the shoe is spectacular, just spectacular. It's the best fitting shoe ever that I've ever used, at least. So what you have here is just Hyperfuse and nothing else, nothing fancy. You do have this foam heel cup in the back that locks you in, but that's weird because you don't really need a TPU one or anything like that. It's not even molded here in the back. I know you can't see that it's not molded, but if you were to feel it, it can bend inwards. So it's not really solid. It's really flexible. So I was doubtful about this shoe's fit because of last year's model and just because of the way that the specs were just meh. But the shoe actually fit my foot really well. It's a really snug fit. It's really close to the foot, and the laces just grasp my foot perfectly, and my heel is drawn into this cup right here really nicely and just fit wonderfully. I can't say anything bad. Except for one thing. I do have one thing. There was one hot spot in this shoe right here. Nothing in my other shoe, just this shoe is weird. I had in this area right here where the tongue is stitched on around here. Could feel it. I could feel something rub against my foot, so I had to adjust the laces a little bit. I'm pretty sure it was the upper. Yeah, it was the upper. But anyways, the upper is rubbing against my foot, so I had to readjust the laces. But after that, everything is fine. So after you break them in and readjust the laces, there will be nothing wrong with your shoes. At all. At all. It just molds perfectly. The next thing that's important to me is traction. Because if you don't have traction, you might as well be on ice or something wearing socks. So traction here is storytelling. There's a bunch of stars and pentagons. I don't see all that clearly, but stars and pentagons, no herringbone, nothing like that. Thought this would be horrible. Thought this would be a horrible shoe for traction. Again, it surprised me. It's ridiculous. It has no herringbone whatsoever or any other traction pattern that I would believe to be better than this, and this just rips everything else that I have apart, aside from herringbone. But it's almost as good as herringbone. That's how good this traction is. And even thinks the traction pattern, it's probably the rubber, because the rubber is super duper flexible right here. So traction on these guys here, 9 out of 10 or an A. They're not as good as herringbone. They're as close as you can get without having herringbone, in my opinion. So that's pretty darn good. Next will be comfort and cushion. So this is a pretty comfortable shoe. what you have on the upper for comfort, from a comfort standpoint, is nice lining here. That's about it for the upper. Yeah, I have additional padding on the sides. Yeah, that's the upper. And the foam here is really, really soft here. I love the Phylon. It's great. And they also have a 180 max air bag in the heel and a full length this way. Full length zoom bag in the forefoot. So, like I said, foam feels great. It protects impact and just gives you that great feeling when you land. The heel unit right here did what it's supposed to do, absorb impact. It was a bit heavy, or thick, I should say, but this Phylon here sort of negated that. The forefoot zoom, you can feel that right from the get-go. Feels really good on your foot, and I just believe that 10mm zoom is a great addition to this shoe. So they made the thickness a little bit, they made it thicker, I should say. It's an upgrade to the KD4. So comfort cushion, I give that B plus, A minus, just cause it feels pretty good. And the next thing would be ventilation. Now, this is one of the least, probably the least important to me. So that's all you're getting right there. Pretty much, and that's it. So ventilation, 4 out of 10, barely any. 4 out of 10 because that is the spot where your sweat builds up. But you're getting nothing else. So 4 out of 10 for ventilation. That's all I have to say. Last would be durability. Now, Hyperfuse is the most durable material ever for shoes, as far as shoes go, I should say. But they're amazing. They're just amazing. The durability is 10 out of 10 automatically, almost for every single Hyperfuse shoe that there is for basketball, Nike basketball. So, good job, Nike, for making this great basketball shoe. Good job, Liu Chang. I've been watching your videos. You've designed some great shoes. Nike Hyperdunk 2011, 2010, Hyperfuse the first one, 2008, or 2010, I should say. Confusing myself with the Hyperdunk. But, KD's line is spectacular because of you, Liu Chang. And this has just been a step up from everything else that you've done for KD. So, this shoe is an A+, or near A+ on my book. A shoe for me. It'd be great for you if you don't really care about ventilation. If you do, look somewhere else. But if you don't really care about ventilation, this is the shoe to get. So, that's Nico from ShoesNReviews, and I'm heading